Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So if you're anything like me, you might have maybe 3, 4, 5 different hair types in your hair, different textures in your hair, which makes it difficult sometimes to style a wash and go. But guess what? I got you.
Princess, my angel, you're my lover, you're the one,
But first things first, if you are new here,
First off, welcome.
All my old time subbies, congregation, rain gang, happy curl gang, welcome back for another video. So I'm using the TALIAH WAJIID Nutrition Curl Definer. Y'all love this stuff. And my beloved WETLINE Extreme Gel. Together, it's amazing, y'all. Amazing. Oh my God. Anyway, it's so thick. It's so hydrating. It defines my hair. It gives my hair shine. It's just the ultimate like leave-in cream that I love on my hair, especially under the WETLINE Extreme Gel. Bomb. Okay. So like a lot of naturals, I have several different hair types and textures in my hair. And in order to create the wash and go that I desire, I have to work in sections and use different types of techniques. So if you're new here, I section in 4 and then I subsection, which you're seeing right now. Then I have to move on to my favorite styling tool, which is the Dimming Brush. If I don't use this for my wash and go is gonna be trash. Okay. That's just my preference. Doesn't matter what texture or what hair type I have in my head, I use this all over. It's very, very helpful. And I've stated this so many times before in my wash and go videos. Then another key is definitely breaking out a styler that is going to work on every hair type and every texture that you have on your head. That is key. You can swap out different stylers for different sections, but that does take a little bit longer. I do have a video on that where I do swap out depending on the look that I'm going for, because each texture and each hair type requires a different type of styler at some times, but I don't want to do that. Okay. So it is crucial to find a styler that is going to work no matter what. And that styler for me is the WETLINE Extreme Gel. I've mentioned this in multiple videos. Please check my playlist if you're interested. But we are working on the section that I consider to be 3C hair type. Now, I do not hair type, but because I know people are going to ask and because I love y'all, amen, we're just going to go ahead and just show you guys what type of hair types I do have in my head. But I don't focus on hair types. Y'all know I focus on technique. Technique is key. Your styler is key, because I look at it as like having different children, okay? When you have different kids, you love them all the same, but you have to treat them a little bit differently depending on the personality type. So that's how I kind of look at my hair, okay? Some of your kids might be trifling. You might have other ones that are good. So this side of my head are the good kids. Amen. So I hope that made sense. But technique, you guys, is key, so that you're able to kind of get your curls to be uniformed, as well as you're able to treat each section in the way that you need to treat it. Because I have one section that's more dry than the other sections, which we'll get to. Okay. So here's another technique, which is all I'm using is my Dimming Brush and creating some ringlets at the ends of my hair. I love tight curls. I love shiny, like springy curls. So I find that doing that only on my ends, which I've mentioned before in a previous video, as it dries, it just really gives such a pretty, pretty look to it, which you guys will see at the end of the video. Don't you skip those, sis. Okay, so now we're going to go up to the top section of the good side of my head. I still consider this to be type 3 hair, although it's a smidget looser, but you know, it really is that much of a difference from the back side. Now we're going to go ahead and still use the same technique, which is raking and smoothing. I don't need much work or assistance in getting my curls to cooperate on this side of my hair. I believe that we all have, you know, favorite sides, and this is my favorite side. It's a little bit more dense as well than the other side of my hair, which you'll see. So I am raking and smoothing in the Curl Definer by TALIAH WAJIID, and then I am smoothing that in with my Dimming Brush, which is another technique, is smoothing in the product to kind of help create and form that curl if your texture is similar to mine. So this is what I do. I can't say anything for anybody else because I just, you know, it's my hair, you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my styler and start to rake and smooth and use the different techniques, which again is just kind of creating ringlets at the ends of my hair, because I love the way it dries. It dries very full. I don't have to pick or anything like that. So I just know it works. You know, trial and error with natural hair is what's going to allow you to figure out what's going to work for your hair. So the front portion of my hair, which I'm going to show you right here, that is without a dimming brush, and the longer side that you're getting ready to see, if I hold it up right here, that is with a dimming brush. So I hope this is all making sense to y'all. Okay, so pretty much be mindful that I do have two heavy products on my hair, so it does take my hair a little bit longer to bounce back up because it's being weighed down, which is my preference. Y'all know I love a good styler that's gonna weigh my hair down. So we are just using our technique and trying to create some pretty little ringlets that are gonna be uniformed all the way around while scrunching to just create the curls that we desire. Okay. So some of my areas do get a little bit frizzy. They're frizz prone. So shingling really helps to kind of get rid of the frizz. And that's another technique that I use as well. That is going to be very helpful in creating the wash and go that I desire. So I'm just showing you guys how that side of my hair is looking. But y'all, this side is trifling, okay? It really dries straight, white girl straight. It does. It really does dry like it's blow dried. That's just how my hair is without any product on it. The back side of this section of my hair is the side I was talking about a little bit earlier. That's a little bit drier than any other section of my hair. So because of that, I had to take my leave-in and I actually apply way more leave-in or cream, whatever type of base I'm using on this section, more so than any other section. So I'm showing y'all again, I am using a little bit more cream on this side of my hair because it is drier than the other sections of my hair. It's just a little bit more trifling. I find that massaging in the cream or the leave-in is very, very helpful in keeping my hair moisturized as long as the other sections of my hair for however long I'm wearing my wash and go. So that's key, a good technique. Also, when it's time to style, y'all, it's a little tired because, you know, you gotta treat each section differently. I like to warm up my products. Now, I should have mentioned this before, but I've been doing this recently. It's just warming up my products because I find that on this section in particular, when I warm up my products in my hair, it tends to take better and last longer because this side of my hair, y'all, is very dry, it's very frizz prone. It actually shrinks up more than any other section of my hair. It's just, y'all pray for me, okay? So warming up the products in my hand before applying it just really does something, just like warm water does for my low porosity hair. I actually found out this technique by accident. I was on the phone doing my hair and I noticed such a difference, so I decided to try it again. So I find that, like I said, warming up my products on this side in particular is just really good for my resistant type of curls. Now my hair doesn't look like it's resistant on camera, but y'all trust me, just trust what I'm saying. This side of my hair is trifling. Okay, so we are sectioning again. We are subsectioning. You're getting those roots. Y'all know I am team roots. You're not gonna neglect your roots if you are pressing your hair. So don't neglect your roots if you are doing a wash and go. It makes a world of difference. You get a lot of movement. It's just what you should do, in my opinion. So again, we're creating ringlets. Again, y'all trying to get all the curls to be uniform to create a very full look when it dries. This is how my hair would look without creating ringlets on the end. Now, hear me very carefully. My hair still will curl up, okay? But I just prefer to go ahead and prep my curls all at the same time. I'm not going to risk, you know, just, oh, letting it dry out. No. Okay, we're going to go ahead and create these ringlets while the product is nice and fresh, while your hair is nice and wet, and you're going through each section. That's just my preference, okay? So now we're working our way up, all right? I hope you guys at this voiceover is very thorough, it's entertaining, and you guys are learning something. Okay, so yeah, bear with me. All right, that's how my hair is looking. I like for my hair to be weighed down, so I'm showing you guys that's how my hair looks when it's weighed down. But all I do to create the curls is shake it out, use my dimming brush, scrunch, do what you got to do, and create those ringlets, and we are good to go. So I would say that this hair type, as we're moving up to this section, is a 3A, 3B. It's my very loose side. My hair is always been like this my full entire life, so I don't need no hair typing, please, okay, coming through. I don't. It's not damaged, y'all. Just know that everybody has different textures and some may be looser. Does not mean anything. That's just how our hair grows, okay? So like I said, this type of my hair, or this section of my hair, is in my opinion, a 3A, 3B. As you can see, my curls don't pop as well as the other sections do. So my technique is going to vary. Okay, it's gonna change. And that just means I have to work in smaller sections. I have to really massage in the products. I have to scrunch a little bit more. I have to use my dimming brush a little bit more so that my curls don't look as loose. So the technique that I'm using, again, I rake and smooth. I create the ringlets with my dimming brush. And another thing that I'm adding is scrunching and coiling. So you guys did see me scrunch throughout the video, but I have not coiled. I only coil on this side of my hair if I have the time. So for the purposes of this video, we're gonna coil. Okay. So finger coils are really good for those who have a looser texture. I used to even put a perm rod in this section way back in the day, just to kind of help get that curl to pop. So technique is key. All right. So this is the good side that I like, my 3C. This is more like the 3B side. So we have to just work in sections. We have to shingle. We have to use our dimming brush to create ringlets. We just have to take our time so that this side, as it dries, will match the other preferred side. So I'm just leaving it what I think might be helpful. I'm just showing you guys how I would kind of coil this if I had the time. So this section of my hair, like I say, it's white girl straight. Okay. So I do like to take my time and coil the certain sections so that it's a pretty ringlet and it kind of matches the rest of my hair. I'm very anal like that, y'all, so don't mind me. You ain't got to do all this, but I'm just showing y'all what I do. So y'all know that I do not touch my hair at all for at least 20 minutes, but it usually turns into about a couple hours. So now we're going to go ahead and dry. Now there is a different technique. I go from the ends and I bring it all the way up to my scalp. Ends all the way up to my scalp on the looser side of my head. And that's just going to help my hair dry as close to my head or my scalp as possible, creating a tighter curl. Because we know that this side of my head is trifling and it's really loose than the other side. So I have to kind of dry it a little bit differently than I would the other side. So I don't need to do that on this side. Okay. All I need to do is just kind of work on the ends and kind of just bring it up halfway, because this side of my hair is already a tight texture. It's already coiled very pretty in my opinion. And you know, I don't need to go all the way up to my scalp. So again, drying also plays a huge role in your technique and creating the curls that you desire, especially if you have different textures. So this is the looser side, and it's really starting to look like the side that needs no assistance. So that was the whole idea. So then you guys know I move on to stretching. Okay, it seems like a lot, y'all, in this voiceover, but it really isn't. After I've been doing my hair for so many years, I can do my wash and go in about like 20 minutes or less. So I'm just trying to leave everything I can think of in here so it could be helpful for y'all. So I do stretch my hair. I like to stretch my hair at the roots and leave the ends pretty much curly. That was the whole reason why I created those ringlets with the dimming brush. So also, stretching my hair takes away any type of crunch, but because these two products I'm using are so amazing, I don't have crunch at all. So I have to be a little bit careful on how I stretched it, because I didn't want to create too much frizz. But y'all, my hair feels so good. That combination, the TALIAH WAJIID and the WETLINE Extreme Gel, is amazing. So some parts of my hair do coil on their own, so I do have to kind of unravel them to create more of like a, you know, a fuller effect. So y'all, we're pretty much done. I just wanted to show you guys specifically what I do on each section of my hair, because I do have different textures and different hair types. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. My hair feels amazing balls, y'all. So you can really work with different textures and different hair types with no problem and at ease, as long as you know what technique is going to work for each texture. And I found that years ago, and I'm just very happy, because I am very happy with my wash and go. I love that my ends are very bouncy, because I know to use a technique of creating ringlets with my dimming brush. I know to shingle, so I'm not experiencing a lot of frizz, and just all the techniques that I use become very helpful in all the different textures and hair types that I do have in my hair. My hair feels glorious, y'all. It feels touched by Jesus himself. Amen. Those products just work so well together, and I'm just unraveling and creating the final look to my desire and to my liking. So I hope this video, you guys, was helpful. I really do. I hope it was not confusing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love y'all so very much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, y'all.